Stop wasting your time testing. Tournament Magic players, welcome in, much love. Trav here, and most things are not worth testing. Most things are not worth spending time on, really. And the main reason why is because there's a literal infinite number of combinations. There's an infinite number of decks. We just can't, it's not possible. It's literally impossible to test everything. So we need heuristics, decision-making patterns to save us from having to actually test. Example heuristic number one. Is this a matchup I'm likely to face in a tournament? If no, maybe you spend 5-10 minutes thinking about the matchup, but don't spend any time testing it. It takes time, opportunity cost from other areas. Number two, has this card been historically good, powerful won tournaments? This deck been historically good, powerful won tournaments? If so, you don't necessarily need to test it to find out if it's good. You already know. You drew from history, as we say in the Deckmaster ebook. Number three, example heuristic, does this card contribute to the primary game plan of the deck? If no, it just doesn't need testing. You don't have to test it to find out. If you just, this is what the deck does, this card doesn't contribute to that, does not need testing. Instead, you can save time and test only on the most relevant things. So what are the most relevant things that are actually worth spending time on? Number one, this is for tournament players, the most important deck, the most important matchup. If 50% of the field is Bant Company, almost nothing else is relevant. If your deck is good against Bant, the other matchups don't matter. It's a viable deck. If the deck sucks against Bant, then discard it. You can figure that out in 30 minutes, so you don't have to test anything else. You can save yourself days and hours and weeks of testing. Cut straight to the chase, play against the number one deck. From there, you would want to move on to any deck that is more than 10% of the metagame. You can go to something like MTG Top 8 to see what's up there, or just comb through SCG results or Grand Prix results. And you want to test sideboarding plans on all that stuff. If you get through that and you're really competent with everything's mastered, you can move down to anything that's 5% or more of the metagame, but then it's still only 1 in 20. Right? So that will save you so much time from testing cards you don't need to test, from planning the mirror match that is 1% of the metagame, to trying to figure out if a card is good when it already won a Pro Tour before. You don't have to do that. Save that time, opportunity cost. If you want to win tournaments, devote your time only to what matters. Focus on that, and that will help you. So, yeah, I hope that saves you infinite time. And for those of you who actually do care about winning tournaments, and this is powerful for, and this will save you time, then I invite you to reach out to me to hear and talk to me about the Mastermind. We have a group where we help tournament players prepare, pick decks, tune play, tune matchups. We've had a handful of players win PTQs, help players qualify, and even prepare for Pro Tours this year. Mastermind, I believe in it strongly. I believe strongly that if you're going to compete at all, you should do it in the all-in way that will give you the best chance to win. Otherwise, you should just play cube and not compete, because either you go to win or you don't. So there's a link to that below, or a link on screen to the Mastermind. Click on that and we'll speak about it. I hope you found this useful and saves you lots of time. And we can also apply this outside of gaming to life. So much love. Trav here. Speak with you soon.